It's Mike with PopCultureMadness.com. This is the guitarist for Clutch, Tim Sult.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Great.
Well, how are you enjoying the tour with Hell Yeah?
Well, today's only the second day. Yesterday was great, so it looks like this is going to shape up to be a great tour for sure.
Cool. What is your favorite aspect of playing live?
Well, quite honestly, I think it's the fact that I don't have to have a real job. That's my favorite aspect of playing live.
Cool.
And it's, it's just always fun. Just to me, the fact that even one person would show up to pay to see us blows my mind, not much less as many people that do show up.
That's cool. Upcoming releases on vinyl. What led to that decision? Upcoming releases to vinyl. What led to that decision?
Well, basically we got the rights to those 3 albums back from the label that they were on before that. And we figured it was time to reissue them and put them out on vinyl as well, because they had never been put out on vinyl, and it was just time to do it,
Yeah. Okay. Working on any new Clutch material?
Yep. We are currently working on the next Clutch album. It's going pretty well so far. We've got 10 songs. We'll probably have another serious writing session. So, yeah, we're gonna get underway in August recording that one. So
it's a good thing.
Forward to that.
Cool. Now, anything new from the Bakerton group?
No, we haven't done any Bakerton group stuff for a long time. We might revisit it sometime. I mean, I'm sure we will. I honestly forget the last time the Bakerton group played. So, yeah, I mean, I can see it happening, but there's no plans to do a new Bakerton group album at this point.
Okay. Now, do you enjoy having your own label, Weather Maker Music US?
Absolutely. Having our own label's been the best thing that's ever happened to us,
Do you think the not being on versus a major label allows for more creative freedom?
Not necessarily. We never really ran into the whole creative problem thing when we were on major labels. We were kind of like the opposite of a regular band. We started off, our first album was on a major label, and I guess we put out 4 albums on major labels. And they were always pushing us to write a song that was more radio, but they didn't really get into anything artistically about the band, other than like arrangements for 1 or 2 songs, They never suggested we need to write a song like this or that, or make a song that sounds more like, Tonic or something, just radio music.
Biggest lesson learned over the years, and any advice to a aspiring musician?
The biggest lesson learned over the years?
Yes.
Well, as far as being a musician, you really have to rely on yourself. The labels and all the other people are, they're great, and some of them are there to help sometimes, but at the end of the day, all you really have is your music and what you've created. And I don't remember where I was going with that. I forgot the question in the middle of that non-answer.
All right, advice to any aspiring musicians.
Okay, yeah. I think what I would mostly say, is that going to be rock? Oh, okay, probably not.
All right.
I would say the most important thing as far as being a musician goes is just don't quit. That's really all there is to it. Just don't quit.
Cool. Formed in 1990, how have you kept it going all these years?
Well, the Wikipedia page is wrong. It was actually 1991, but we've kept going just because you know, we've seen the band grow, and, you know, there's never really been a time where we felt like, oh, we need to stop doing this because it's not working out. We've always been moving forward, you know, whereas a lot of bands will hit a peak and then just kind of fall off and disappear. We've been lucky enough just to keep it moving progressively forward, little by little. And I think that's really helped us keep going for so long.
When did you first discover your love for guitar?
Let's see. I guess when I pretty much first, maybe I was 13 or so, 12 or 13, I guess. I started wanting to take guitar lessons, and I finally started. Well, actually, I lived in Minnesota before that, and they didn't have private guitar lessons any place that I knew of. So my parents couldn't get me into anything like that. And then we moved to Maryland. They have all kinds of places for private lessons, and I was able to get into that and take lessons for a little while. But as far as what influenced me when I first started, it would have been like Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple. The first song I learned on guitar, well, tried to learn on guitar, was Foolin' by Def Leppard. So yeah, and then after that I got more into hardcore, like Minor Threat, Circle Jerks, Suicidal Tendencies, when I was like in 11th grade, I guess.
That's definitely cool. First album purchase that left a lasting impression on you.
The first one?
First album purchase that left a lasting impression on you.
I remember, like, yeah, I remember asking my parents to buy me Kiss, Destroyer, Queen, Music of the World. Those were the first two rock albums I ever remember owning. That was probably like maybe 11 or 12. I mean, I was really into music when I was young. I had all kinds of, you know, like a lot of, it was mostly like disco records, like 70s disco 7-inches that I used to listen to all the time as a kid. And then, you know, I got into rock music. I think I was too close to the camera for that. I was just trying to...
Yeah, you're alright, bro. You're alright. Thank you. If you're not playing music, is there anything you see yourself doing?
Well, the last job I had was working at UPS, so I'd probably be working at UPS still.
Okay. Defining musical moment. Does anything stand?
Defining musical moments?
Yes.
Probably our second album. I think that's really where we started to, where we really set the template for what it became today. Our second album. Just the whole album itself. And the recording process involved. The years it took to make it.
Current bands you are into?
Let's see, I like Off. They're pretty cool. Singer from the Circle Jerks new band. Let's see. I mean, as far as like heavier stuff, High on Fire is awesome. Mastodon, of course. I'm a big fan of this band called the Swans, who's kind of like recently had a kind of renaissance. It seems like back in the 90s, I saw them live maybe once or twice, and they had absolutely it didn't seem like they had too many fans, but nowadays they're way bigger and they're making absolutely amazing music. At least the newest album is great. But let's see, Swans, Off. I'm just trying to think of current stuff of bands that might be playing shows soon. Check my iPod.
No problem.
I really got into that band Fucked Up's album, David Comes to Life. I probably listened to that like 100 times. It was the, have you heard that? It was the Spin Magazine Album of the Year for some reason. It's just pop rock basically. I don't know why it would have been the Spin Magazine Album of the Year. Oh, the new Corrosion of Conformity is great. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Oh, Death is a pretty cool band that I like. I've been listening to the new Melvin's free EP that they put out online. And the song Guillotine by Death Grips. Pretty much the greatest rap song I've heard ever. Which is something I just saw recently.
Okay, cool. Plans after this tour are dates with Prong, European festivals?
Yeah, indeed, we have dates with Prong. We have 2 European festivals this year, and yeah, we got some shows coming up. Nothing real, no big tours or anything right now. We'll wait until the next album comes out to do something huge. I mean, not huge, but you know, a longer rainfall U.S. tour, North American tour, whatever.
Now, do you enjoy playing the festivals or smaller clubs? Which one's your preference?
You know what? They're all great. It always sounds better on stage in the smaller clubs, but it's definitely fun to get out there and play for a bunch of people that have never heard you and are into it. It's just a totally different experience, really, you know. Whereas at a club show, everyone's there to see us, as opposed to a festival where people were just, you know, making new fans.
Yeah. The best way to keep up to date with you guys?
ProRock.com. Maybe it's not net. I don't know. Our website, our official website is called ProRock. And it's the place.
Any final comments to the fans or site visitors?
To the fans and who?
To your fans or any of the site visitors?
Thanks for listening all these years. It's great. You made us who we are today. Thanks for caring.
Cool.
I don't know, that was awful.
Well, thank you for taking the time.
Cool, thank you.
And you have a good one, and definitely stick around and enjoy the show tonight.
Awesome, cool.
All right.
It should be fun.